when you comb your hair with one of these combs right here, it reminds you of when your mama used to comb your hair and slap you upside the head till you be still because it had naps in it. Somebody's on. Who's that? Who that is? What up, Copper? Shoot, I wasn't even talk about the NBA, but that's what you guys really want to talk about. So I figured I'll just go live and hang out with you guys for a little while. Freaking hot. I gotta put on a shirt. Need to find out when the first game's gonna be played. Bring up the schedule. Somebody else just joined. How you doing? I'm gonna bring up the schedule. All right. NBA round 3. Don't need this anymore. Oh, ow, ow. There you go. So, it's in my face. Round 3 is Cavs, Celtics, Warriors, Rockets. It's scheduled tomorrow at 3:30. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? Yep, 3:30 and 10 o'clock at night. So, what up, Prodigy? What up, Thomas? What? Tell him what? What about what? Tell him what? what up, Daz? So what's the news today, my man? All right, so the news today, I don't really have particular news today. I was just going to kind of get some feedback before we go into it from what you guys think is going to happen. And the reason why I'm doing this live is because I have been getting a plethora of people coming on to the channel that I don't think are regulars, just saying different things, having different opinions, and yeah, it's fixed, but you don't know. Okay, this guy's saying it's fixed, but I don't know how it's fixed. Bro, I know how it's fixed. That's how I make my money. Okay. So what I wanted to do was just kind of get on here and listen to what people's opinions are for the newer people who are coming onto the channel. I have had an influx, Boston and Cleveland. I was reading the schedule. But as far as Boston and Cleveland, I've been having some people going kind of different ways on, how you doing today, Desiree? Going different ways on who's going to win out of Boston, Cleveland, and when they're going to win. Now, we've already had the conversation of when they're going to win. Most of us think it's going to be in Game 5. But I've been having some people who actually think that, you know, the Celtics are going to win. I'm just trying to figure out why they would believe that when 2 of their stars are not even playing. So I figured I would just open up the chat before everything kicks off tomorrow night. And I'm probably going to go live every day of the series so we can talk about whatever happened. And I'll post a regular video just giving my opinion on what happened. So, yeah, this is just kind of the beginning of that before everything kicks in. Now, for those of you who have entered a $25 gift card challenge, I guess it's a challenge now. Some of you are no longer on the channel because you were a-holes, and other people who entered in the challenge, I think your team is no longer in. One person would be King Bean. He had the Sixers versus the Warriors, so obviously that isn't going to work for him. And but most people got Rockets, Cavs, or Cavs and Houston. Or I'm sorry, or Cavs and Warriors, but most of it is Cavs and Houston. So there's that. Let me see. Yes, I wanted to do a quick update on that. Warriors win, Cavs don't. Okay, so another thing for people like Ray Skate, I don't think Ray is on. Ray said that the Warriors will win and the Cavs don't. So this is going to be very significant for a lot of people who are on this list for the little $10 bets that I have, and that 2 people already lost, and for let's just see what team is going to do what, because the majority of us have Houston beating the Warriors. Now, that's really my main focus. I believe that Cleveland's going to beat the Celtics. It's good to see. Hey, it's good to see you too, Jay Edwards, or hear from you. I truly believe that the Celtics are going to, get steamrolled by Cleveland. But there are some people who say opposite of that, and I think you've been listening to other channels, which is fine. But the Warriors in Houston is the big deal. For one, I don't think it's going to be a sweep. And whoever wins, I just don't think it's going to be a sweep, the Warriors in Houston. Now, I do want to check and see if Steph Curry is still playing, because that's a big deal to me. So, I can get more into this. Is he still hurt? Is he injured? What is he doing? Okay. Steph Curry makes huge fitness administration going on. Fitness admission. Okay, so I'm just trying to get abreast on what's going on here. Steph Curry explains how Warriors. Okay. Is the past with 18-3. Okay, so this just told me what I needed to know. They said his MCL is in the past. So Steph Curry is going to be up and running. What's up? What up? 1985. So this tells me what I already wanted to know. Steph Curry, it will be playing, and his MCL, thing of the past, according to the little news stuff or whatever that is. So there's that. That gives us some more information, because if Steph wasn't, A-OK and all that other good stuff, we'd feel a lot more sure about Houston. Okay. But with Steph and Kerr and Kevin Durant, Clay and Zah and all them other guys who really make the difference, it's just going to be real hard for Houston to beat them and take them out. It is going to be hard. So I'm going to predict that Houston still takes them out, that Houston has to take them out. But I'm going to predict that Steph Curry is going to, that MCL is going to haunt him again. Or there's going to be some technicals popping up. Anyways, so what do you got? Warriors, Houston, Game 7. What up, C-Red? Going Game 7. Okay, so you guys got it in Game 7. Now, if you guys wanted some bets on what game it's going to be on, we do that too. You know what I'm saying? It's about the greenbacks, but yeah, it's a whole different story with the greenbacks now. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. Yeah, it's all about the greenbacks, but how the greenbacks coming. So if you guys wanted to make a bet on the just on a series, I would do that, but only up to $10. So, if you guys wanted to say, okay, you got Game 7. Truthfully, I got Game 7. So if any of you guys got less than that, then, you want to, put $10 on it, we can do that too. Who decided that they didn't want to pay me because Jungle Boy has not been on the channel since he lost, and said that Cleveland beat the Raptors 4-1, but I was like, no, that's not going to happen. It's not going to be 4-1. So he lost, but he hasn't been back. And we all know Sanchez and the way he acted. So he's, I kicked him off the channel because he said he wasn't going to pay me. And he was talking crazy while my little lady friend was on. So we're not having that either. My theory is they choose who gets to put in like a secret. Well, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And I'm saying that LeBron is not finished. I'm saying that they're going to beat the Celtics. But the big game is not if LeBron's going to beat the Celtics or not, because we know that's going to happen. It's who's he going to face. Who's the easier team for LeBron to face? What's the easier matchup? I already know the answer to that. That would be Houston. In order for LeBron to get that next ring, which I think is going to happen, I think that Curry and Durant and, listen, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm convinced in my own mind that they're going to find a way because Houston is not better than those guys are. Also, I've seen this very companies spin things. Yeah, I mean, look, so I don't know how they're going to do it. This series actually is the most interesting out of all season to me, what they're going to do now. This is the most interesting series, period, because this is going to show you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to show you guys not only that the NBA is fixed. Yeah. There's a lot. Listen, even when Curry is not there, Durant there, Curry and Durant is not there, you still got Clay, Iguodala, Green, Zaza. I mean, they just have a killer lineup. They got to start in 7. It's just not going to be easy now. So that's why I'm saying this is going to be a testament of how the NBA is fixed if Golden State loses. Because, they're not going to fall for the James Harden backstep and lose to that. They're just not. They're just not. With a healthy team, it's just not going to be that way. The reason any loss felt like and Roman Reigns losing to Brock Lesnar. Oh, I don't know who Roman Reigns is, but I know who Brock Lesnar is. It's a big dude. LeBron would whoop GS if KD and Curry not playing. Yeah. So listen, with that being said, C-Red, it's either going to go like this. It's either going to go Golden State is going to come in and beat these guys 5-1 or 6-1. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, not 6-1. Like 4-2 or something like that. So in Game 6 they win or something like that. They are obviously trying to manipulate us into make us feel bad for the picture. I don't feel bad for them. They make so much more money than I'll ever make. Or so we're either going to see Houston get beat. Probably won't even make it to 3 games where Houston wins. So it might not even go to a Game 7. If Golden State goes up 2 games, it's over. It might go to Game 6 if that. So it's just over. We know the momentum is not going to swing. It's just not going to happen. They're going to let that whole thing play out. And the reason why we know that they're going to let that whole thing play out is because of what we just seen from round 1 all the way up till now. There's not going to be a lot of flip-flopping. There was only one series where I actually seen a lot of flip-flopping, and that was between the Cavs and the freaking Pacers. Other than that, it was just everybody is just getting wiped off the map. So, okay. Copy the NFL. So, if Golden State goes up 2 games, because nobody likes him. Oh, okay. They fixed those too, man. I didn't think Brock was still doing his thing. But if Golden State wins 2 games, I have no confidence that Houston is going to do anything from there. I'm gonna be like, you guys, to me, it's all over with. And good luck, LeBron. Good luck, good night. Because it's gonna be hell. However, what you did say is true. We've seen where Kevin Durant and Curry got sat down in a game. We've seen that happen, even though, and I think they lost. I think they lost when that happened, but it was so fake. It was so outrageously fake. It was just crazy fake. It was like, come on, this is great. And this was last year. It's just like, oh, come on, you guys. This is so fake. Like, we know that this is fake. It just look, like terrible CGI or something. It's like, oh, come on. They're definitely going to try to manipulate the fans. They still are. But I don't watch a lot of MMA. I used to, but I got disappointed in it. And, okay. So, yeah, like I said, if Golden State goes to the finals, WWE, I never watched WWE. But if Golden State goes to the finals, I'm just going to say it. I just don't think Cleveland's going to beat them. However, I'm going to ride with Cleveland until the wheels fall off. That's just that. That's the team I chose. Also, another thing, I don't know if Desiree is still – Houston wins in 6 somehow. Is that a bet or that's just your feeling? That's just what you feel. All right. So anyways, I also want to invite you guys to Golden State is like the Patriots of the NBA. And you know what? With that thought in mind, Golden State might wipe Houston off the map. But it would be bad for the ratings if that happened. It just would. But anyways, I wanted to say that we can start the baseball talk because baseball is in full swing. And also, if you guys want to start talking about football, because I think my girl Daz wanted to talk about football. You guys want to start talking our football talk, then we can start looking at who's in the draft or all that other stuff, bring up some stats, and we can start choosing who we think is going to go to the Super Bowl. And oh shoot, I can't stand wrestling. And also we can start making our picks for the Super Bowl and then start the gift card draw for the Super Bowl. So there's that. Now, oh, MLB. What up, Jamie? If LeBron loses, he's going to have a horrible final record. Why would it be horrible? Let me get this out also. Okay, so we can start doing the whole gift card thing for the Super Bowl. Now, as far as the Super Bowl is concerned, or the next Super Bowl's coming up, and picking our teams for the Super Bowl, as far as the Super Bowl is concerned, I was trying to give away $50, but my money has gone down because I've been going live. You guys know, I say it all the time, I do not make any money on live, but I love talking to you guys. I make all my money on the ads from the stuff that I put out just in regular vids, but I've been slowing that up. What up, though? What up, Iz? So I wanted to give away 50, but I'm not going to be able to do that because I lost a significant amount of money going live, but I'm still going to do it because I like doing it. Now, you guys want to end, if you guys want to make the pot bigger, that is up to you. So if you guys want to pitch in and make the pot bigger, I'm putting in $25 for the Super Bowl. If you guys want to add to that and make the pot bigger, so whoever wins gets $100, nothing over $100 for legal reasons. You guys let me know. I have a, PayPal and all that, we can also do that. So it'll kind of be almost like a little charity or something. The person who wins, and it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the two teams. You got to pick the two teams. It's not just one team. You got to pick the two teams that are going to go. Hey, what's going on, Lakeisha? You got to pick the two teams that are going to go. You got to. Oh, thanks, I mean, you guys, I don't say that so you guys can start putting money on here. Just so you guys know that this is not some type of ploy. Hey, this guy just called me the N-word. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy I'm going to report. This guy just came out of nowhere. Hey, this guy right here. Everybody look at this guy. So when he gets reported, you know, we can all know that this douchebag right here likes to come on people's channels and just haul off and call them racial slurs. This is what's wrong with America right here. Assholes like this that just come right out and just call you. They don't even know. I know you from nothing. The world is full of black people. Yeah, sorry to tell you, you're going to hate black people just because they're black. But your heart is going to be filled with hate for the rest of your life. I would hate to be you. You're just a sorry individual. Anyway, so just wanted you guys to know who this douchebag was. It just comes on and just says stuff like that. And yeah, there you go, asshole. It's just sad. I want to show his face. He needs to move to space. Yeah, but he'll be racist in space too. He'll be like, it's black out here. I hate space. I only like the stars because they look white. Oh my God, I'm done. It's just black out here. Oh my God, it's black. It's like a whole bunch of black people. It just surrounded me. Oh, have mercy. Okay, my theories is the Cavs Boston series goes 5 in the Rockets Warriors. Who you got? Houston or Warriors? I got Houston. And LeBron James, I'm going to go ahead and concur that. I think that, listen, when LeBron James, I keep saying it, when LeBron James said he was tired after that series, I was like, everything's about to change. So I think it's going to go game 5. I do. I think it's going to go game 5. That's it. Everybody out. And let's go. Game 5, that's it. I think that's what's going to happen. But like I said, the big game is the Houston Warriors game. Now, I want to harp on that because I want you guys to pay attention to that game. Not necessarily you don't have to watch it, but there's going to be some significant stuff that come out of that game. That is, if you guys are listening to me for a while now, you're going to see some of the things I've been talking about just pop up out of that game, and it's going to be like, we knew this was going to happen. We knew this person was going to foul out. We knew this person was going to get a tech. And you're just going to be able to read what's going to happen next. You're going to be like, oh, this is about to happen. This is about to happen. Boom, this. It's about to be over now. Bam. And I'm just saying. Because, listen, I can't see the Warriors. I just can't see the Warriors. Listen, it's either going to be, I mean, it's obvious, there's only 2 teams going to make it. But it's either going to be some people getting hurt or there's going to be some serious technical fouls about to pop up. Green will probably catch a tech. Okay? Like, it's going to be so obvious that it's fixed. You guys are going to be like, this isn't even going to be worth watching. And I do think the Celtics are going to get wiped right off the map, like clean off the map. But if the Celtics get wiped off the map, the Warriors have to lose. They got to lose. The ratings, no, I'm telling you, if the Celtics lose, the Warriors have to lose, and that's it, and that's all. Four is it? Four is it? I don't know what that means. Oh, you tell the old boy to die. No, we don't. I don't want him dead. I just want him to wake up. I think Houston, because the fools are going to harden his the foul king. Okay. Draymond might cost them the series. Something significant has to happen because we already know Celtics are going to lose. So there has to be this whole. They did good when Steph Curry wasn't playing. Everybody was just like Houston, Houston, Houston. But as soon as Steph Curry came back, it's like this. What are you going to do, NBA? You created a monster when you let Kevin Durant go to Golden State of all teams. What are you going to do? Okay, your ratings are going to sink. And I know, you guys are getting, money on the back end. We know the commercials. We already know the ads and the syndication. We get that. You're still going to make that money. However, it still matters if people watch now because they're just going to spread the word and be like, hey, don't even watch this crap. It's just all fake. So you guys are in a bad situation. You got the NBA is in a bad to be in front of everybody's eyes. Okay, fine. You want Steph Curry back instead of dancing on the sideline like a cheerleader. We got that. But those two going head-to-head again is terrible for the ratings. It's just like Tom Brady going to the Super Bowl again and winning. Look, I'm telling you, if they let those two go at it again, look at what happens to the ratings for next year. You're going to hear about it in the news. They're going to start talking about it. The ratings are down for the NBA and with the Patriots. Well, that's already obvious. I see Draymond Green. Refs giving Houston fouls. I think Draymond Green is going to catch a tech. Draymond Green might be ejected. I think he's going to be ejected. Draymond Green is a factor. Yes, he is. Without Draymond Green, the Warriors have no decent rebounders or defense. Yeah, but they have a ridiculously high-scoring offense that can turn it on, and it's all over. I told you I have it recorded last year, LeBron telling KD in Game 5, it's okay. You only get one ring. I keep Rockets have good offense as well, though. Well, yeah. Listen. I'm not taking nothing away from Houston. Other than they were notorious for choking, but I'm not taking nothing away from Houston. I'm not doing that. I'm like, go Houston. But I know that the game will be very uninteresting if it will go to Game 7. Houston Warriors, I believe it's going to go to Game 7 too. I believe it's going to go to Game 7. We all believe that Game 5 is going to be it for the Celtics. And there that is. But like I said, I just really wanted you guys to concentrate on the Warriors-Houston game. And I don't really like pushing people to watch it, but watch the highlights. Watch, because everything that's going to happen that's significant, of course, they put it in the highlights. But just watch how it's read out, how the script is just, especially if it goes into Game 3 and there's like a 1-1, it's just going to start getting crazy. And if it goes 2-2 and then Game 5, you're going to see all kind of crazy stuff. Game 7 is just going to be, Game 7 is going to be like watching the circus. It is. It's just going to be Barnum and Bailey. It's going to be crazy. Y'all see the reptile video of Stephen A. Smith? Nah. I don't even want to see it. But we all know Stephen A. Smith is he's a puppet. We all know that. Watch James Harden go off like he's a beast. Yeah. There you go. James Harden lighting up everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, James, we know that you're going for MVP, but 45 points? James? Really? Heading into 50? Heading into 50 points in one game against Golden State? LeBron. Here you go. The game James Harden, his highest game, Green is going to catch a tech. James Harden's highest game, Green takes a tech and gets a tech. And here's how it's going to go. James Harden, first quarter, he's going to come out and light it up. It's going to be like LeBron did, like 13 unanswered points. Boom, right? Second quarter, come out like 10 points, okay? Boom. Third quarter, come out, Green catches a tech. He's out. James Harden scores 20 points in like the third or something ridiculous. So it'd be like, 13, 10, 23, scores another 10, 30, 33, and then scores another like 15, something like that in the fourth quarter. He's going to catch a tech. He's going to catch a tech. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be so. When you guys see it, just be like, look, don't look at me like I'm the one, like, oh, you're so wise. No, this has nothing to do with wisdom. It just has to do with seeing it before. That's all. That's it, and that's all. If you move here, then you have to move here. If the NBA let a juggernaut team happen that nobody can beat on the up and up. So they have to move certain pieces in order to keep the ratings still afloat. It just is what it is. They have to change the game around now because their star player said he was tired in Game 7. They're not having that. Oh, no. They're still trying to get money out of LeBron. Oh, no. They're not having that. Not at all. Not one bit. Green will get ejected during the third quarter. There's no wisdom in this. This is just all a script. Curry won't perform well at all. Curry, 13 points in one game. Probably the same game. 13 points maybe. Do anybody know why Joe Smith left the NBA league? I have no idea who Joe Smith is. That is a question from one of the professionals who are now on. No idea who he is. How you doing today, Miss Lakeisha? You know what I'm saying? You all right? Everything cool? You in the A, right? You in the A? Where you at? Louisiana? One of them places. Draymond got suspended. Yeah, in 2016. Yeah. Couldn't be marketed anymore. He couldn't be marketed anymore. See, I knew somebody else knew more than I did. I'm good. How about yourself? I tell you what, man. I'm doing all right. So what I did today, nothing special, but I usually don't go nowhere. I went up north. Went up and played some guitar. I ain't played guitar in a long time. Played some guitar. You know what I'm saying? Got some Subway. Kind of drove around a little bit. Then I came on home, washed some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Went to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Lifted with some big guys. Some of the big boys were in the gym. I like that. And then I just came home, showered up, watched me a couple movies. I'm doing all right. And then, now I'm talking to you good people. Demetrius Ward, thanks for the info. Yeah. I knew one of you guys would know that answer more than I did. So there that is. Anyway, so I'm going to put my Patreon on here. So if you, like I said, I'm just starting this now. If you guys want the gift card giveaways to get larger, put it on my Patreon. And I will say who put what on the Patreon. Like, I'll put it up there. And I will put how much is in the Patreon. And once again, I do not want more than $100 in the Patreon. Now so I don't want more than $75 in the Patreon because I'm putting up $25. So I would like to give away a $100 gift card to somebody, but that is the limit. So if it goes over that limit, as a matter of fact, I will tell you guys when it's at. I'll be like my Patreon or my one of these. I have enough money, you guys. Don't put no more in there. So you will hear that from me if it goes up to where, my 25 and the 75 you guys put in there. I'll be like, you guys, you don't have to put any more money in for the gift card. It's already where it should be. And there's that. So I am going to put my Patreon up there for you guys, or you can use my PayPal or things along that line, you guys. So there, that would be. And but the football giveaway, I really, I mean, I don't mind giving away $100, but we can just do it at 50, and then the next major event, give away 50. It would probably be better if we just did 50 and 50. And the reason is because 50 is like a nice, it's a bill. 50 is like paying your electric. $100, I mean, you can do a lot with $100. Heck, I can do a lot with 50. But I just don't want it to be any fussing in it. So I don't want the amount to be, too high. Because some people give away all kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't feel right doing that. It's sad sports are rigged. These kids work too hard to make it to the yeah, no doubt. ESPN thinks Warriors and Celtics will be in the finals. They're always wrong. If Warriors and the Celtics go to the finals, one, I will be surprised. Two, their ratings will suck. They'll suck. The ratings will suck. SAS made it very clear that the ratings matter. So ratings will suck terribly. Like I said, if LeBron James goes, you can't have Steph Curry and LeBron James face off. You just can't have it. You can't have it and keep high ratings for next year. You want to see a major drop off? Go ahead and do that, NBA. You will see a major drop off. Yeah, but they don't. But oh yeah, that's an easy sweep. That's an easiest sweep. And like I said, anyway around, if you want to keep your ratings up, there's only two teams that have to face off. It'd be terrible. I'm just sorry. Nobody wants to see LeBron James face off against Curry again. They're the two biggest money makers, but nobody wants to see it. It will be bad for the next year. The only two people you want to see is freaking LeBron James and freaking James Harden. And they've been pumping up James Harden all year long. It's like, okay, you've been pumping up James Harden and Steph Curry's been sitting down for 2 months. And now you want him to go into the finals? I don't think so. I don't think so. Told I'm done with team sports and boxing. I'm going to go MMA. Well, Ortiz, MMA is not necessarily fixed, but it's definitely got some controls in there. Let's look at the Joseph Aldo fight. When Joseph Aldo lost to Conor McGregor in 8 seconds. Let's just examine Conor McGregor. Let's just examine it. Everybody thinks he's some kind of loose cannon. I think he's an actor. I'm just saying, Joseph Aldo was beating people with soccer kicks. Look at what he did to the Huntington Beach bad boy. He beat him with soccer kicks. Okay? Soccer kicks. Because he was supposed to. Look at when he lost the finals. When LeBron lost the finals, who won the finals? One, Golden State. Kevin Durant got his ring. Who else? Who else when LeBron lost the finals? Not when he lost the playoffs. When LeBron lost the finals, who won the finals? Well, the Diaz brothers are a bunch of them boys out of Boston. For one, Dirk got his ring, and where's he now? What's he doing now? You ain't heard from Dirk ever since he got that ring. And I bet a dime to a dollar, if you go back and look at Dirk's history before he got that doggone ring, there was something else going on with him for him to get that ring. I'm trying to tell you, I think LeBron will get 6 or more. I think he'll get 7. I'm trying to tell you, it just doesn't work. You just don't come out of nowhere and get a ring. Something is going on. So, yeah, they owe you. Okay, let's look at it like this. If you get a ring, and you're a big name and you get a ring, there's a good chance that you went to the finals within the last 2 or 3 years and you gave up a final. There's a good chance you let something slide. This is why I think Pittsburgh is going to go and take it all. That leg kick jumper with yeah. You're right. The narrative for Dirk was the underdog the whole playoffs. There's something up with that. Dirk Nowitzki just didn't come out of nowhere and get a freaking ring. They owed him that ring. Just like I think they owed Le'Veon Bell a ring. I don't watch a lot of these sports, but I'm telling you, you just don't come out of nowhere and get a ring. It just doesn't happen like that. I mean, in his leg with those jumpers, LeBron threw that game so much. Listen, every time LeBron lost in the finals, LeBron looked like a lost puppy. Every single time. And they talked about it openly. You can't tell me the best player in history doesn't have an influence. I'm sorry, it just doesn't go down like that. When Carl Lewis lost to Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis was looking at Ben Johnson like, how in the world did you do that? And you know what happened right after Ben Johnson won that race? Boom! He got ostracized from ever running track again. They took over his home. They took away his gold. They took his money, and they shut him completely down. And it come to find out that all of them were on drugs. But Ben Johnson was not supposed to win that race. I'm just saying, people. Ben Johnson was not supposed to win that race. Not that race. Not the 100-yard dash, because Carl Lewis got beat in the 200 by Joe DeLoach. That you can lose, but the 100, no. Not the 100, not America's race. No, America has been winning the 100 since freaking Hitler was alive. And when what's his name went in there and. What's his name? Went in there and blew him away in 100. Jesse Owens. Yeah, how does the best player just come in and score 8? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. If y'all start breaking down the narrative, just go back in history and look at some of those games. You just like, and I'm going to tell you who to listen to is the freaking announcers. Yeah. Hitler was not ready for Jesse Owens. Straight from high school. They owed him. They owed him a ring. Durant will not win another ring. Why would they let Houston win? Because of the flood? Yep. Yeah. And then he was poor. Jesse Owens died poor. Big market for international players. I told you guys the NBA is going to start pushing outward. They're going to push. Canada is a test. That's what Canada is. They're never going to win the NBA finals. They're just a test because they're so close. Listen, I'm sorry, Mexicans, but I'm sorry, Mexico, but listen, Mexico, I'm going to just say this. You're our neighbors, and it would be logical for the NBA to go your direction, but y'all kill too many people. Or the NBA would be in Mexico, but y'all off too many people. And I'm not really sure if you guys are basketball enthusiasts in that country. So Canada is a safe bet because it's just across the bridge. It's a safe bet. So it's like, we going to Mexico? Nah, because we can't have people go to Mexico and not come back. And that's exactly what happened. So they're just like, nah, let's go north. Let's go up off of 95 and see if we can get, oh, there's Canada. They're not going to help us in a world war, but nonetheless, it's a non-hostile country. Well, they got some moose. A moose going to come to the game. Oh, we can definitely make money off of them. I'm just saying. If Mexico was a friendly country, not just our allies, if Mexico was a friendly country, that's right, Nathan. I can't see that happen, Nathan, but if Mexico was a friendly country, you better believe that the NBA would be in Mexico. Point blank. Yeah, he getting that ring, but he ain't going to go up against the Warriors. Y'all ever seen the group of 4-foot folk running full court in the hood? They can pass. Nah. No. Yes, NFL too. NFL too. NHL too. They would have, all that would be in Mexico. But they can't do it. It's way too dangerous. Way, way, way too dangerous. Cavs in 7 versus Boston. That's more like it. All of the Caribbean got basketball roots. Are they in the NFL? See, there's one thing with land travel. There's another thing with water travel. Water travel is more expensive in most South Africa. Water travel is more expensive. Imagine an NBA team in Jamaica. And I tell you what, they be Irie. They probably kick some serious butt. But you know what will happen? Yeah, you know what will happen? It would be all American people. It wouldn't be a bunch of Jamaicans playing. Plus, Jamaicans a real poor country. Hey, man, what you think you're doing, man? Off the court, man. Hey, man, that's a foul, man. I don't know how Jamaicans. Go smoke some ganja. Sit down and smoke some ganja, man. Ooh-wee. But they fast. Boy, they fast. Usain Bolt versus Flash. Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt's ridiculously fast. Hey, now that you brought up Usain Bolt, have you guys ever seen the Animatrix? Not the Matrix, the Animatrix, the animation version of the Matrix. You ever seen it? Because if you did, you know they have different series, right? And in the Animatrix, there was a black guy who was tall and slim, and he was in the Matrix, but he knew something was up. And guess what he did for a living? He ran track. He was a superstar. Are you going to see Deadpool? I've seen one. I'll probably see two. I remember when it came out, it went from 3D to 2D animation. Yeah, he was a track star. And what did he do? They told him, look, if you go out here and you run so fast, your legs are going to blow up. He was sick, but he kept pushing his limits because he knew something wasn't right. So he had one last race. He got out there, kicking tail, and he fell. And when he fell, he was down. Then he got up and he started running again. And he ran so fast, he blew out his legs. But he crossed the line in 8.99 seconds. And he woke up in the Matrix. And he woke up and he found out the world that he knew was false. But he knew something was up. Oh, come on, man. Infinity Wars is so much better than Dark Knight. Anyways, there's something to that. There's a connection between that. You got to watch it. You got to rewatch it. You got to rewatch it because you're going to be thinking, that's Usain Bolt. All day long. That is Usain Bolt. And what just happened to Usain Bolt when the last time he ran? He fell. His last event that he ever ran, Usain Bolt fell. Not the 100, when he ran the relay. He fell. I'm just saying. There's something to that. Kind of like the Simpsons. How the heck does the Simpsons know everything? How do the Simpsons know everything in the future? I bet the Simpsons know who's going to win the final. As a matter of fact, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Wait a minute. I'm about to trip completely out. The huge event. The Simpsons predicted the future. Simpsons predictions of America 2018. Oh, hold on. Simpsons, Portugal versus Mexico. They predicted a soccer game. They predicted the Lady Gaga thing. That was scary. The Lady Gaga thing. And the president coming down the elevator. Oh, my sweet goodness. That was crazy. They had a lot of stuff in cartoons, man. But I wanted to see if they had a prediction for here's Bart Simpson becomes an NBA basketball player. Simpsons Rapture 25. They're just ridiculous, the stuff that they can figure out. They predict FIFA. I wanted to see if they had something to hear about basketball because I'm about to say, I bet they predicted who's going to win the NBA Finals. But it doesn't have anything in here. Simpsons are crazy, man. They always predicting something. Ever heard Mandela? Yes, the Mandela effect. Yeah, where they think he doesn't die. I think the Simpsons had something to do about the finals. I didn't see anything. I'll look at it again in 2018 or something like that. I'll look at it again. Blew out my right calf on basketball court, just standing. Felt like a gunshot. Huh. That's weird. I want to know why the ethnic folk, we ethnic folk, skin color is more accurate. What you mean? What you talking about, Ortiz? The Cleveland show had something about LeBron? They're the same writers. The Spanish Bumblebee. It's funny though. The NBA video game predicts LeBron gets 7 rings and go to the Knicks. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. Celtics going to win. Oh, Lakeisha, shame on you. How you just going to come out of nowhere with some old, going against the grain, Lakeisha? Yeah, okay. Mashed potatoes and gravy. How you just going to come out with you're going to come out with some old crazy. What's wrong with you? It's all right, though. Everybody got mashed potatoes. You cook some mashed potatoes today, Lakeisha. I know you be over there cooking that mashed potato with that government cheese. Everybody thinks LeBron's going to the Knicks. Everybody thinks he's going to the Knicks. I've been thinking this for the last 2 years. I made a video about it. You like LeBron's going to the Knicks. Gonna be fun to see Kyrie. Look at Bron, if he's even on the doggone court. Kyrie might he might be like, I was out filming Uncle Drew when when my team got blown out in the 5th game, and or when they got swept 4-0 in 4th game. I did the same thing Drake did when the final talking about I know when the highlight I went back to what I know. Get out of here. Drake. I'm trying to tell you, your boy Kyrie Irving, he gonna be making Uncle Drew commercials in the 4th game. They're gonna be like, and where is Steph Curry? He doesn't seem to be in the audience anymore. We think he left. It's only Curry. No Kyrie Irving. I'm just saying. Don't be surprised if he does a disappearing act. All right. Space Jam 2 coming out. Who's it going to have? LeBron in it? LeBron needs 5 rings during Space Jam. Oh, my goodness. It just... if you really pay close attention, you can almost see when the next... You can pretty much almost see when the next anything is going to happen. If you stop and slow down and start listening to what all these people are saying, you can walk outside and predict when the next kid is going to ride his bike down the street and back. and you've never seen this kid before. You'd be like, there's going to be a kid I've never seen come past my house in 5, 4, 3. Now, hey, how you doing, Mr. Never seen that kid before in my life, but that kid knows my name. I'm just trying to tell you, it's just getting, if you really wake up and start looking, you'll be like, the bus is going to break down on this day. And then the bus breaks down. Look, it's all cyclical. Everything around you, it's all, when you really start, like nothing, look, the Bible even said nothing's new under the sun. I'm just telling you that when you just stand still for a minute, you'd be like, you're going to even do something that you ain't expect to do. That's when it gets scary. You'd be like, I didn't mean to do that. Why did I just do that? And I bet you guys have already done that. You ever wonder where deja vu comes from? I bet you guys have already done something and then asked yourself, why did you do that? Just something simple. Yeah, you have. Yep. Yeah. CBD. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. You're doing it. You're doing something that, yeah. I'm going to tell y'all something that happens to me that's really weird. I wasn't going to do this because Lakeisha's on it. You know, she might, I don't know, she might just start laughing at me or something, but I'm going to say this. We are all experienced. I'm going to say this. Sometime when I go to sleep, right? I go to sleep and when I'm wide awake. When I go to sleep and I wake up and it still feels like I'm sleeping, but I know that I'm awake. I can see things moving. And sometimes I'll see people. I'll see different things, like in my room. And I'll even reach out for it because I know it's there. And I'm like, I know that I'm awake. I know I'm awake right now. And I know I just saw something. I know I just looked up and I just saw it. I know it. I know it. And it's been happening more and more and more and more. And it's so real. And I'm reaching out and trying to grab these things. Sometimes it might be a bug or something, or sometimes it's like, listen, you guys, I'm not even playing right now. I'm not even going to play right now. I'm going to tell you one time I saw astronauts. And I know I wasn't dreaming. They were in astronaut suits, but they didn't have no helmet on. They were like little, like lit, but they were this big. When I woke up, I just looked and they were talking and I could hear what they were saying. And I'm like, what are they, like when I reached out for them, of course it disappeared, but I was just like, why are there astronauts scaling down my wall? Like, oh my good, the other day I saw an Arabian dude, he was talking, but he was upside down and he had the turbine thing on it. And I was just like, where did this dude go? Like I've seen all kind of, and this is all recent. This is all within days and weeks. So there's something going on. And I know I'm not crazy. Now you need to pass me peyote. Yo, I don't smoke. I don't drink. No, it's not deja vu. Okay, I'm gonna say some other things, but you know, she ain't laughing at me yet. So yeah, what the F is right, Lee? And I don't even curse like that. Stuck for a minute in the vision of going around me. I was terrified. That same thing is happening to me. And I was like, this is happening to other people. It's like two universes are coming together. I'm seeing people in another universe. I'm seeing them right in front of me. And I know, and the thing about it is, because listen, I can go into this whole thing about how your body travels in your sleep. And I get a lot of the references from the Bible. One day I'll do a whole thing on that and explain it again, because I did a video on it and nobody really paid it any mind. But what I was talking about is actually happening. And it's happening to more than one person. All right? It's a collective. It's happening. So when so when you dream, tell them what type of stuff you want. I knew it. See? I knew she was going to clown me. I ain't going to tell y'all the rest. Because I knew she's going to clown me. I knew it. I don't get a lot of REM, a lot of REM sleep, a lot of deep sleep. Listen, it's either, I usually sleep before random access memory. Because now you're just going to clown me. You're just going to think I'm a big old weirdo. That's all right. You can call me a weirdo, baby. All right. What up, Ray Skater? We just talked. We done ventured into a whole new thing, Ray. But we still talking about basketball. But we talking about the world now. But okay, so all right. So I'm not going to go and reference the Bible because a lot of y'all just leave. But nonetheless, when your body goes to sleep, your soul never sleeps. Okay, your soul's not sleeping. So you got your soul in your body. So when your body sleeps, your soul travels, basically. And that's why I tell people to pray every night so your soul doesn't travel to the wrong place. So your soul travels, right? Well, this is another space, because the way the Bible said that the world is built, it says that there's the firmament that separates the waters from above and the waters below, and the firmament was called heaven. So there's heaven, the firmament, water, land, and then there's an ocean above heaven. This is what the Bible refers to. So we can't go to the moon. We can't go to all these heavenly bodies out there physically. We can't. We've never been to the moon. Nonetheless, you can travel to these things spiritually. Your spirit can travel anywhere. And I mean anywhere. Knowing this, LeBron James will get 7 rings. Okay, well, knowing this, that your spirit can travel anywhere and you can really be there. Like I'm telling y'all, I don't drink, I don't smoke or nothing. But I have been to planets, I've talked to people, I've been in spaceships. I'm telling you, and it was all very real. I've seen heaven, I've seen hell. I'm just trying to tell you people, I am a normal traveler, and I do not do it on purpose. I do not go to bed and say, I'm going to travel. This has been happening to me since I was a kid. And it's got so scary to me that I actually had to control it. I actually dream inside my dreams, okay? Because I have nightmares a lot. One time I was dreaming, and when I woke up, I was still in another dream. And this told me something. It tells me that your body can travel from one dimension to another and keep going from several dimensions. And we call it dreaming. But your soul is traveling from one dimension to another dimension to another dimension to another dimension. And if you don't believe me, the next time you're dreaming, tell yourself to wake up. And when you do, you're going to be like, wow. When you go back to sleep and you know that you're dreaming, tell yourself to wake up. You can actually do that. You'll be like, wake up. And the more that you go into these dreams and you start taking control of these dreams, the more you'll see what I'm talking about. The place that you are in is real. It is a real place. Now, there's how many billions of people on the earth? And all of us dream? Imagine how many worlds are actually out there. The universe is huge. And you go to it all the time. You do it in your dreams. Yep. You do it all the time. So getting back to sports and stuff like that, and how you can predict sports and things along like that, a lot of times things happen. You're just like, I've seen this before. It's the same thing. LeBron James, D Wade. It's the same thing. You're just like, I've seen this before. We've seen the Celtics play Cleveland before. We've seen the same story before, happening over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, you guys can get good enough to where you can see what's going to happen in front of you before it happens. You'll be like, I know this is about to happen right now. I just know it. And then boom, it happens. And when it does, you guys are going to come on this channel and you're going to be 1, scared, 2, excited. When you actually know something's going to happen and it's something arbitrary. I don't mean like, I know my kid's going to get up at 6 o'clock. We all know that. I'm talking about, I know my kid is going to get up and tell me he had a dream about him in Hawaii playing basketball with a swordfish. Then your kid gets up and says, Dad, I had a weird dream last night. What happened? We were in Hawaii and I was playing basketball with a swordfish. That will scare the hell out of you. That will scare the bejesus. I never knew what the bejesus was, but I know if my kid did that and I knew he was going to do it, the bejesus just left me. That would scare bejesus out of anybody. I'm telling you, you're going to be able to do that when you start watching these predictions and really like get into it, how the world works. You'll be able to do it. You'll be able to do some really crazy stuff because you just know it's about to happen. And you know what we call that? Wisdom. It's not wisdom. You just stopped and started paying attention to what was in your current surrounding. Has nothing to do with wisdom. Not easy. It's crazy, but I'm telling you, it's going to happen to you in your house, and you're going to know it before it happens. You're going to be like, wait, what? It's going to be like a premonition, but it's not. You're finally stepping in to that wave of time that you've seen before. And now you realize it. Now you can actually see it. You're just like, oh, wait a minute. I know it's going to happen. And it's not going to be deja vu. Deja vu is almost an excuse. It's not going to be deja vu. It's really going to be real. And you're going to be like, what? And when you see it, you're first going to be shocked. But when you get used to it, you're going to be like, this is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? My next door neighbors, you know, it'll feel weird though. But when you wake up to it, it'll be normal. See, what you're in there now is you're not normal. You think you're normal, but this is not normal. You not knowing is abnormal. When you finally know, you are normal. Yeah, you're not normal. When you walk around with blinders on, that's not normal. When the rest of the universe actually knows what's happening and you don't know what's happening, you are abnormal. See, the rest of the universe is normal, but we're fed a bunch of stuff that keeps us abnormal. And once we reach normalcy, we start seeing things that we normally didn't see. And you're just like, holy smokes, how did I know this was going to happen? And then they'll call you weird. And then they'll castigate you. They'll say, you're weird. You shouldn't think that way. It's just like, I'm not weird. I just know the next thing that's trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you guys. When you start looking at these predictions and stuff. Good night, y'all. Be safe. Don't forget, tell your mom and your baby's mom happy holidays. Oh, it's some kind of woman holiday going on? Okay, good night. Voice text. SRT. Sorry. Yeah. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I travel all the time in my dreams. wake up and I'm just like, oh, sweet goodness. This is why I'm a praying man, because I'm afraid what's in the universe. I mean, calling out the NBA and showing you how the NBA is fixed, that's nothing. That's just getting some of you guys to wake up to the NBA being fixed and what's there, and and why it's fixed, and then saying, you know what, like, try to 2018, it's going by way too fast. Yeah, it's going by way too fast. You know why? Because you're doing a lot of stuff that you normally shouldn't do. You're probably paying attention to a lot of stuff that normally you really shouldn't be paying attention to. That's why you feel fast. Stop talking. Pizzagate. I'm not going to talk Pizzagate because I looked into some of that stuff and I'm good. When you start thinking that the year is going by, you start thinking, oh, because you're so busy. That's not why the year is going by so fast. That's because your mind is preoccupied with things that you're like a stuffed turkey. You're being filled up with things to make you think that all of this all of these external things are important. There's an event going on. You ever listen to a commercial and they say, hurry up today, limited time offer? That is stuffed turkey. It's not a limited time offer. That offer is going to be there until the doggone place closes. Or how about this? How about fast food? With the new chicken, and it's the same thing you saw over and over again. It's the new chicken, bacon, Asiago, whatever on it. And you're just like, wait a minute. You guys have done this before. Like, this isn't new. This is cyclical. As a matter of fact, if I go and look back when this commercial actually started, when you start putting this commercial out, let's just say it was August the 15th. It's August the 15th. You just start running this commercial, or I just start seeing this commercial, which means you didn't just start running this commercial. You just now start running this commercial in my area. Because usually if it's some type of fast food, fast foods are not chains. Fast foods are usually privately owned. So corporate says, in your area, we need to push the new chicken Asiago flavored whatever. Boom. So they start pushing it in your area. But if you go, 5 miles to the west, they're not pushing it in that area. Or they already have. They're no longer promoting it, but they're selling it. So when they start selling it to you, you go, wait a minute. You guys start selling me this chicken on August the 15th. 2018. Then you say, wait a minute. How many McDonald's are in my area? How many McDonald's are within a 5-mile range? Probably maybe 1, maybe 2. Then you expand that. Let's just say 25-mile range, or in the inner city. Then you take how many is in the inner city. You could probably Google them, pull up a map on where they're at, and find out which one of them is selling the chicken and when they started selling the chicken. And when you find that out, it's just like boop, 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 boop. Now all of these are selling the chicken, and then one by one it'll fall off. Boop, 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 boop. It's no longer being offered here. So it may be a limited time offer, but here's the catch. That wave is going to hit again. Boom, they're selling the same chicken. Start up, off, up, off, up. It's the same thing. You'll just see it over and over and over again. And just might call it something different, but it's the same doggone thing. That's your life. It's the same thing. The choir is asleep. I don't know what that means. I think you might be Preaching to the choir here. I'm just trying to, y'all my people. I'm just trying to wake y'all. Yeah. Anyway, people are leaving, and yeah, I'm just trying to wake y'all up, man. I'm just trying to show y'all they're pushing your life through these networks. If you just you think that time is going by fast. That's not what's happening. That's not. Turn your TV off. Turn off your computer every now and then. Turn your radio off. Turn your phone off. And watch time slow down. Time will slow down when you start turning all those things off. It will. The sooner you start turning it off, the more time that you're going to have. But the more of those devices that you have on in your house, in your life, in your car, the more. Don't listen to the radio when you go to work tomorrow. Don't listen to the radio. And some of you are going to say this. Well, I have to listen to the radio. Then you're going to tell me why you have to listen to the radio. I have to listen to the radio because I need to listen to traffic. I need to listen to the morning show. My song plays in the morning. You'll have some type of weak excuse to continue to listen to the radio in the morning. I'm telling you. Just go ahead and not listen to the radio tomorrow morning. When you get up, start your car. Turn the radio off. Some of y'all got those nice cars with the beats and all that music. Woo, woo. You guys are doing the Block Boy J in your car. Woo, woo. Okay, try to turn that off. Just turn that nonsense off and drive all the way to work without listening to the radio and watch what happens. You'll start noticing all kind of stuff that you usually don't notice. And you'll be like, well, wait a minute. And then do it again the next day. I'm just trying to tell you. J. Cole is part of the system. You guys want to be awake? You got to turn stuff off. You'll start waking up. You'll be like, oh, this is bull crap y'all feeding me now. You'll notice the bull crap. When you look at TV, when you look at the NBA, you'll be just like me. And you won't be a cynic. You won't be so much skeptical. You'll just be like, I know what's going to happen. And you'll see it. You'll be like, this is about to happen. This is America. What are you? I'm just trying to tell you, you'll go from being a cynic to being a realist because it'll be real. It'll be real to you. That nickel a day ain't going that kid. Hey, man, I love my nickels, man. Don't be talking about my nickels. I'm just trying to tell you, man. You won't be so much a cynic. You'll be like, it's real. See, I'm not a cynic, but I know what's real to me and what's not. This is why I get up here and tell you the NBA is fixed. This is what's going to happen. And then the majority of times, it happens. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a palantir or a crystal ball, as you call it. I use simple reasoning. Like, I think this is fixed. Or name something else that you want me to do a prediction on. And I'll break, like, what else do you want me to do a prediction on? And I'll start breaking it down. Truth is not overrated. The truth is the truth. You start naming something, and I'll be like, I'll be like, okay, well, look at this. And when you start looking at it sideways, when you start looking at something, instead of looking at everything head on, you start looking at it sideways, you'll be like, I never saw that side of it. That's what I do. I get you guys to see the other side to the LeBron James phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All that other nonsense. I think the Angels are going to win the pennant. You get to see all through all that nonsense. You're like, this ain't right. Before. See it all before. I've seen it all before. I know what's going to happen. You've seen it all before. It's normal to you to understand the future. But some of you want to live with blinders on life. Then you call the people who are woke weird and strange and tinfoil hats. You say, what good is it being awoke? Like, and you always equate good to finances. Are you guys getting more money than us? Because if somebody awoke was making more money because they were awoke, then there would be a landslide effort for somebody to be awoke because it has a financial benefit to it. Nobody really cares about the spiritual benefit of being awoke. That doesn't really matter when you're hungry. It's like, I'm awoke, but I'm sitting out here on the street starving. Well, if you're awoke, then you shouldn't be starving. You should be hustling. You should be getting money because you know something is about to happen and you can stand right in the wave of it and collect off of it. No. I don't recognize your name. You're new. Yeah, Simmons. Simmons will be after LeBron. You're new. What country are you in? Yes, you. What country are you in? You in USA? Okay. Well, we had a guy who was on yesterday. He was, he was American, but he lived in Germany. We have another guy who lives in, we have a young lady who lives in Barbados. I have a young lady who lives in China, I believe, or something like that. She lives in some part of Asia. Got another guy from, he's Moroccan, but he lives in Canada. So whenever I see somebody I don't recognize, especially with a name like that, I like to pretty much ask them what country they're in. Because I get people from all over the place. I watch my channel. And so anyways, welcome. And got it. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. It looked almost Russian. It looked Russian to me. I was like, wait, what? Slovakian or something? You Slovak, But your question, I think gematria is real, but I don't think it's so easily read and predicted and deciphered. Let me say that. I think gematria is a real system. But it's the people who are using it. I don't think the people who are using gematria fully understand the scale of it. You know, it's just like somebody having a weapon that they don't know how to use, but they know how to use some part of the weapon. You know, I think gematria is like that. You guys know how to use some part of it, but you don't really know how to use gematria for real, as we say in the hood. You don't know it for real. You know what I'm saying? You know how to drive this car, but you don't really know what it can do. And that's what I think about gematria. I would never use gematria because I've seen people who actually use it, and I don't like anything that they're saying. Not to mention, gematria would throw me off because it would give me mixed signals on my method. And when I come out and say, I think this is going to happen, then that's what I think is going to happen. That's it, and that's all. And if I'm wrong, I don't blame it on gematria. See, when gematria guys are wrong, they blame it, like they get upset. When I'm wrong, I'm just like, okay, I was wrong. Then I have to rethink my method. But you know what that does to me? If I use gematria, then I would have to go to gematria and say, okay, what didn't I see? I put these numbers in, and it limits me because I put the same numbers in. I got the same numbers out. Why didn't it work this time? But me, it makes me grow. I go, there's to go to Game 7, except with the Pacers. Steph Curry didn't go to Game 7. You know, how are all these powerhouse teams not going to Game 7 and just wiping everybody off the map? And then I had to go back and look and listen to something I already knew. I already knew that the contracts changed. And when the contracts change, the system changes. When you change the way you pay somebody, they change the way they play. And I wasn't paying attention until I was like, oh, that's what happened. And then LeBron saying he was tired. That's what happened. LeBron said he was tired, and you ain't seen a Game 7 ever since he said that. There will probably be one series that'll go to Game 7. And that's going to be Warriors in Houston, if that happens. If. Everything else is not going to go to Game 7. I hear what you're saying. The best way to really use gematria as a tool is exposing. Now, that's true. Decode after. See, gematria is an after effect, after the facts. It's not, gematria isn't Spurs won because Tim Duncan was retiring. Spurs won because Tim Duncan was retiring. Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl because he was retiring, because they were not better than Cam Newton's 17-1 team, but they were retiring. Ray Lewis, he retired on top, tried to come back. They told Ray Lewis no. Why would you tell one of the greatest linebackers ever to play the game, no, we don't want you to come back? And it's a good chance that other teams told him no. Why? Because he's old, 15 years. He's the best there is. Why would you tell him no? I don't get that. You didn't do that to Steve Smith. Steve Smith ended up going and playing for the Ravens. Once the Carolina team told him that he was too old. That's what they told Steve Smith. He went and got on another team. See, I don't get that. You know something ain't right. No, we paid you your tribute, Ray. You're out. You cannot come back here to any team. You can't even go to Cleveland. No, that's it. Go sit down. We gave you what you wanted. That's it. And we kept you out of jail. So no, Ray Lewis, that's it for you. I'm just saying, these teams, yeah, Tim Duncan all day. Spurs win because Tim Duncan it goes, is leaving. Look, when Dirk Nowitzki leaves, a good chance he's going to win another ring. LeBron James is Shane, but Battier, I don't know who that is. All the time. All the time. Somebody's retiring. Some big name is retiring. Tom Brady is not going to lose and then walk off. Tom Brady is going to win a Super Bowl and leave. Probably when he's 42. He's going to win and walk up out of here. Here's the kick in the pants with Tom Brady. He only has to win one more ring. If there's ever been a tell-all in fixed sports, Tom Brady is a tell-all in fixed sports. When Tom Brady wins his next Super Bowl, he will retire. That's it, and that's all. Peyton Manning went out on top. No, he didn't. Peyton Manning, it would have been better if you lost the Super Bowl and then retired. You would have got more respect. Like a good neighbor. No, Peyton. No. I got more respect for Brett Favre than I got for Peyton Manning. I got more respect for Michael Vick than I got for Peyton Manning. Regardless of the fact that, him and the dog thing, I'm not paying that no mind. I'm talking about Michael Vick's career. He played for 13 years. I got more respect for his career than I have for Peyton Manning. Now, I do got respect for Peyton Manning. I just got more for Michael Vick. I just do. Last people he played with was the Steelers. I just do. Gary's going to retire with the ring. I'm just saying there's just listen, I got more. I'm not going to say I got more for Doug Flutie, but I got a lot of respect for Doug Flutie. Jake the Snake Plumber, Fitzgerald. I have mad respect for Fitzgerald. That is the dude. He was baking our noodle all the time, straight up the middle. Straight up the middle Fitzgerald, man. Mad love for Fitzgerald. It's just some people I ain't got no. When you have a game clearly fixed and the boys put the word out for Cam Newton not to touch that football, I'm sorry. Like, I don't really got that much respect for Tom Brady. Because they fixed. I really got, listen, I'm sorry, Tom. When Matt Ryan decided to hold on to the ball instead of just giving it to somebody to just go ahead and run the ball, and he decided to drop back and throw a pass when he clearly didn't have to, I'm sorry, Tom. I just can't give you respect over the Falcons, win. I'm sorry. I can't give you respect over the Russell Wilson debacle. So that's 2 Super Bowls, Tom Brady, I just can't give you. I can't give you respect. Listen, if I was talking to Tom, I'd tell him that. I'd be like, listen, man, I don't watch sports, and you're one of the reasons why. I mean, big ups to you and all. You got that fine wife. But that whole Russell Wilson thing, nah, bro. We're not doing that. Matt Ryan, no. Sorry, Tom. I'm sorry, Tom. Divided out the way that the Vikings 61-yard miracle play. Yeah, that too. I'm sorry, Tom. To me, Tom, you might be deserving of maybe 2 Super Bowls. I give you that. I give you 2 Super Bowls. I give you 2 honest Super Bowls, Tom. I say that your ability got you 2 Super Bowls. That I'll give you all day long. But 5, You didn't earn those. You're a puppet. You're a puppet. That's what you are, Tom Brady. Fine wife or not. Puppet. Ray Lewis, puppet. Sorry. Okay. Because when I grew up, football was played differently. In 79, Mean Joe Green throwing his whole hand up in your whole chest cavity. Nah, we didn't play football like they do today. Mean Joe Green got his name because he was mean. That was it. He tried to take your whole block off. Lynn Swan took ballet lessons just so he could leap like that. Okay. All right, people. It wasn't handed to those guys. They earned that. Lambert, Ham, Bradshaw, Harris. No, we don't. Nah. We don't do that. We don't give somebody a Super Bowl. We take it from them. That's Pittsburgh's way of playing ball. That's what you did. You played with a broken foot, broken nose, broken arm. You played in the freaking slush and cold. That's how I played football. Beat up on the concrete, playing on lousy fields, soda and cold, crying to the coach. But that's what we did. Slush up to your ankles, and you played. Getting blown away 52-0. We played. Still, we played to the very freaking end. There was no quitting. We never quit. We get blown away out there cold and pissed off. We were still out there playing. That's what I'm used to seeing. This candy-ass league that they got now, candy-ass football league. Eli Manning, you didn't even get hit and you fell down. Get up. Bring Brett Favre back. Bring that quarter. Bring me Dante Culpepper. Give me some of that. Bring Doug Williams back here. I'm saying, where are those guys at? Give me some Namath. The hell are y'all doing? Give me some of that Namath right now. Little Theismann going on. Know what I'm saying? Shoot. Little Theismann going on. Earl Campbell coming up through the middle. Doggone thighs was bigger than your whole body. Just stepping on people. Big Earl Campbell. Me some of that guy right there. Let's go, Big Earl. Track you down. Green, tracking down Eric Dickerson from behind. Okay? Tony Dorsett getting tracked down by the kicker. Tony Dorsett got tracked down in open field by the kicker, and he had to turn around and look back to see who got him. Then after he downed him, he looked back again like, did the kicker just tackle me? The kicker. Okay? You don't see that now. Nah. Howie Long. Okay? Nah. Need some Howie Long up in this piece. All right? No. I don't know what they playing now. I don't know what kind of ball y'all play now. Know what I'm saying? Take a little Emmitt Smith, too. Take a little Emmitt. All right? Little Emmitt was doing it. Little Emmitt Smith, man. Change with one hit. It had push. I think Ronnie Lott hit him. Messed up his whole world. Refrigerator Perry. But yeah, Christian Okoye came through the middle. Ronnie Lott met him in the middle. Shook his whole world up. Dropped him right there. Right through the middle. Everybody saw it. You heard the hit. You can look at the highlights right now. It was beautiful. Give me some of that. I don't know what they play now. It's like touch football. Flip-flopping everywhere. There's no flip-flopping. When we played ball, we played. We tried to take you out this world. And some people we actually took off the doggone field. We had to scrape them off the field. Literally. They had to come in and scoop some of the guys that we played against off the field. And we didn't feel sorry for them. That's how we played. When you got scraped off the field from something we didn't go to one knee. We just looked at you and we were just like, that's what you get. You tried to come up the middle. You tried to come up the 2-hole. And you didn't see me and Johnson standing there. Not to mention our front line. You tried to come up the 2-hole. And you ain't see me and Johnson standing here. You didn't see these big numbers standing here. And you tried to run up the 2-hole. Listen, you tried to come up the 2-hole and you sent your line and you sent your number 1 back up the 1-hole. Like we just couldn't understand that play. We couldn't get it in our head. What made you come up the 2-hole and send your number 1 back up the 1-hole? Why didn't you send him up the 2 first? And so you thought because it was a 2-yard play and you would have scored, that would have been it, and that's all. It didn't work like that for you. You got scraped off the field. Ambulance had to come get you. You got scraped off the field. You got your back broke because you was trying to lean over the goal line. And we didn't want you to touch down. And we took you and took your whole back and bent you backwards. Ah! Dropped it. Better come get your boy. Mama over there, son ever gonna walk again. We ain't brag about it. We were just like, he tried to. We ain't brag about it though, because the dude was hurt. But he tried something he shouldn't have tried. He didn't have the nerve. And then what's really crazy is he kept his legs straight. He tried to bowl us over, and he kept his legs straight. Why wouldn't you fold? Why didn't you just bend your knee? That would have never happened to you. You got cracked. So I'm saying we played ball differently. That's why I don't like watching football now, because I don't know what the hell y'all watching. My helmet had marks all up here. My helmet looked like it'd been through a war zone. So, I don't know. I don't know what kind of ball y'all watch. Every 5 seconds, somebody calling a foul. I don't know what y'all watching, man. But anyway, it's your boy Tone 202, man. Pray tonight. So when you travel in your spirit, that the Lord travels with you, the Holy Ghost travels with you. You guys, the games start tomorrow, so I will be going live every day. All the way up until I got school. I got school on the 28th. My last 2 classes, but I graduate. Do I graduate? I graduate this month, either this month or next month, or in August. It might be in August. Anyway, so I got like 2 classes left, and that's it. I graduate, and then it's on to grad school for me. So there's that. But yeah, man. Lord loves you guys, man. I always enjoy talking to you guys. You guys are a lot of fun. And thanks once again to somebody gave me $5. Didn't have to, but I I appreciate it. I don't even know how that works when you guys put money on the super chat. I really don't know how it works because I don't like Israel. Thank you very much. I don't know how that actually works, but I really appreciate it. And you guys have a blessed night, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys be blessed, bless your family, pray for your family, get your word in, read your word. And yeah, take it easy.